When I first started training my intuition, I would go on what I call intuition dates, where I would just go on a drive. I would have no plans and I would let my intuition be my GPS. And I never knew where I was going to land. And one of the days, the way my intuition was telling me to go, so basically I would get to a stop sign or I'd get to a light and I'd let my intuition tell me left, right, up, down, wherever. And I went, I don't even know where I went. To this day, I don't know where I went. And the fact that my intuition got me back home is just another story for another day. But what really amazed me was I live in the Pacific Northwest, and there's some parts that when you're driving through the trees, especially down in something, it gets very dark and very gloomy, even when it's in the light of the day. And so one of the reasons I had went on this intuition date was I was really struggling with something, and I heard my intuition say when I'm down in the gloom to ask my question. And so I asked it. And the answer, I got so upset and I got so emotional. And I was like, okay, whatever, not the answer I wanted, but I'll deal with it. And so then I'm driving up and I get back like up into the light where there's no trees. And I heard my intuition say, ask your question again. And so I did. And the answer was different. And I just started laughing. So I'm like, what the F is the answer? And I heard my intuition say, the truth is different in the dark than it is in the light. And when we have low self-image, when we have low self-worth, it is like answering questions in the dark and wondering why they're so gloomy and depressing. When we have high self-worth and high self-image, it is like answering our questions in the light. And it's so funny because I was actually having a really low self-image day. And today I shifted some things. I'm having a much better day. And I thought like, oh, this is the same thing. The truth is different in the dark than it is in the light. So my question for you is, are you asking your questions in the dark? Are you asking your questions in the light? Maybe if you shift from one to the other, the answers will be different.